My name is Susan. I want to tell you my story. It is a story about promises. It is about waiting. It is also about finding strength. My story starts a long time ago. I was young then. I believed in forever. I believed in love. I believed in him. Larry was his name. He was a good man, or so I thought. We were so happy together. We made many plans. We dreamed of a future. A house with a garden. Children playing, a simple, happy life. I trusted him completely. That was my biggest mistake. I learned a hard lesson. Life is not always a fairy tale. Sometimes promises are just words. Sometimes people change. Sometimes they just leave. This story is my secret. Now I share it with you. I hope you learn from it. I hope it helps you. Larry and I met at the town fair. It was a hot summer day. He smiled at me. His smile was very warm. He asked me to dance. I said yes. We danced for a long time. It felt like magic. We talked for hours after that. We talked about everything. He told me his dreams. I told him mine. He said he loved the sea. I said I loved the bakery. We found things we shared. We found things we loved. I felt an immediate connection. I felt safe with him. He was a sailor. He worked on a small fishing boat. His job was hard work. But he loved the ocean. He loved the freedom. I loved that about him. He was strong. He was kind. He was my first love. I remember his eyes. They were blue like the deep sea. I looked into them often. I thought they told me the truth. I truly believed him. We decided to be together. We were a couple. Everyone knew us. We were Susan and Larry. We walked everywhere together. We were always holding hands. We were young and hopeful. We made plans for our wedding. It would be simple. A small ceremony. Only close family and friends. We would save all our money. We would buy a small house. A blue house near the shore. He showed me the exact spot. He pointed to the land. Here, Susan, he said. Our home. I nodded. I was so happy. My heart was full of hope. I thought my future was set. I thought my life was perfect. I thought nothing could change it. But life has other plans sometimes. My daily life was simple. I lived in a small town. Everyone knew everyone. My days were quiet. I worked at the local bakery. I woke up early every day. I loved the smell of fresh bread. I loved the sweet smell of cakes. I loved seeing friendly faces. The customers were nice. They knew my family. They were like my extended family. Larry worked at the docks. He was a sailor. He traveled sometimes. He went out to sea for a week or two, but he always came back. He always came to the bakery first. He would buy a donut. He would give me a kiss. That was my routine. That was my joy. We spent evenings together. We walked by the sea. The sunsets were beautiful. We talked about everything. We talked about nothing important, just simple things. We held hands. I felt safe with him. I felt loved. We laughed a lot. He had a way of making me smile, even when I was sad. He gave me a silver locket. It had our pictures inside, a small picture of him. A small picture of me. He said it was a promise of his return, a promise of our future. I wore it every day. It was close to my heart. I thought our love was strong. I thought nothing could break it. Life felt perfect. It felt calm. It felt secure. I was happy, really happy. We were saving money for the house. We put money in the bank. Every week we added more. Larry was very motivated. He worked extra shifts. He wanted the house soon. I worked extra shifts too. We worked together for the goal. We shared this dream. I thought we were a good team, a strong team. I cooked him dinner every night. Simple meals, but he always said they were good. He said I was the best cook. He made me feel special. He made me feel important. I washed his clothes. I helped him prepare for his trips. We did everything together. Our lives were deeply connected. Everything was about us. It was not about me anymore. It was not about him anymore. It was always us. I enjoyed this feeling. I enjoyed being part of something bigger. I enjoyed building a life, a shared life. I never doubted him. Not even once. Then the problem appeared. Larry got a new job. It was on a big ship. It was a trade ship. It would go far away. Very far away. He would be gone longer, much longer this time. 2 years, he said. 2 long years. He came home one evening. He looked excited, but also a little sad. He sat me down on the couch. He told me the news. My heart felt heavy. I did not want him to go. I told him I was scared. I told him I would miss him too much, but he said it was important. He said it was the best job. He said the money was great, much more than before. He said it was for our future, to save a lot of money, to buy our house fast, to start our family right away. Only 2 years, Susan, he said, then we are set. Then we are safe. We will never worry about money again. He promised he would write every port he visited. He promised he would call. When the ship had a signal, he promised he would come back. He promised we would be together. He looked into my eyes. His eyes were full of love, or what I thought was love. I believed him. I really did. He packed his bag. A large, dark bag. I helped him pack. I put in his favorite sweater. I put in a picture of me. I wanted him to remember. I wanted him to be safe. We said goodbye at the harbor. It was a sad day. A cold, gray day. I cried a lot. He held me tight. He kissed me deeply. Wait for me, my love, he whispered. I will come back richer. I will come back for you. He walked onto the ship. The ship was huge, much bigger than his old boat. He waved to me. I waved back. I stood there for a long time. The ship sailed away. It became smaller and smaller. I watched until it was gone. My heart felt a big ache, a deep, cold pain. I went home alone. My life felt empty. My routine felt wrong. The quiet was too loud. The house felt too big. I started my new life of waiting. Something happened then. It changed everything. At first I got his letters. They came every month. They came from different places. They were full of love. He wrote about his travels. He wrote about the sea. He wrote about missing me. He wrote about our future. He asked me to be patient. I wrote back to him. I wrote long letters. I told him about my days. I told him about the bakery. I told him I loved him. I waited for his letters. They were my sunshine. They were my reason to smile. They gave me hope. They kept me going. Then the letters stopped. 1 month passed. No letter. I told myself, maybe the mail is slow. The world is a big place. The ship is far away. 2 months. Still nothing. My heart started to worry. A small, cold worry. I called the shipping company. They were not helpful. He is on the ocean, they said. We cannot talk to the ship. 3 months. No word. No call, no letter. My hope started to fade. Slowly, painfully, I stopped making excuses. The fear grew stronger. A cold, dark fear. I went to the post office every day. The postman knew my face. He shook his head sadly. No letter for Susan, he said. My hope died a little each day. My world started to shake. My beautiful dream started to crack. I felt alone. So very alone. I kept working at the bakery, but my smile was weak. My eyes were tired. The 2 years became a year and a half. Then 1 year left. Then only 6 months left, but still silence, just silence. I felt so lost. I felt like I was drifting at sea. The hardest time came. The waiting became agony. I kept wearing the locket, but it felt heavy now. It felt cold. It felt like a burden, not a promise. People in town started to talk. Where is Larry? They asked. Is he okay? Did you hear anything? I had no answer. My cheeks felt hot. I felt ashamed. I felt foolish. I felt like a joke. A girl waiting for a boy who forgot her. I kept hoping. I kept waiting. Every ship that came in, I went to the harbor. I watched the men come off the boats. I searched the faces. But he was never there, never. I cried many nights. My pillow was wet. My heart was broken. I felt betrayed. I felt used. I felt a deep sadness. It stayed with me. Always, I thought, maybe he found someone else. Maybe a girl in a foreign port. Maybe he forgot me. Maybe I was not enough. I kept working. I kept smiling for others, but inside, I was crumbling. The pain was too much. The uncertainty was worse. I heard a rumor once. A friend told me, Larry was seen in a far city. He was with a new woman. She was rich, they said. She was beautiful, they said. I did not want to believe it. I wanted to scream, no. But deep down I knew the silence was the answer. The silence was the truth. He was not coming back. The promise was broken. I had to make a decision. I could not live like this. I could not wait forever. I had to choose myself. I had to save myself. I learned a big lesson. Larry never came back. Not really. But I did. I found my strength again. It was hard. So hard. But I decided to live, not just exist. It took me a long time. Almost a year after his promised return date, I woke up one morning. The sun was shining. I looked at the locket in the mirror. I saw the empty promise. I saw my wasted years. I took off the locket. I put it away in a box. It was a memory, not a promise anymore. I stopped going to the harbor. I stopped looking for him. I started to look forward. I focused on my work. The bakery needed help. I worked harder. I learned new recipes. I helped the owner. She was kind to me. She saw my pain. She helped me heal. I started to meet new people, not looking for love, just looking for friendship. I found joy in small things. A good book, a walk in nature, a warm cup of tea. I learned to be happy alone. I learned to love myself first. My heart healed slowly, like a broken bone. It took time, but it healed. The ache became less. The memory faded. I understood something important. Real love is not about empty promises. It is not about money. It is not about waiting. It is about presence. It is about honesty. It is about respect. Larry taught me this lesson. By leaving me, he taught me to stand alone. He taught me to be strong. He taught me my own worth. I sold the land where he promised to build our house. I used the money to start my own small business. I opened a small flower shop next to the bakery. I love flowers. They are colorful. They are full of life. They bring joy to people. My life is full now, not with him, but with good things. I am stronger now. I am wiser. I still believe in love. But now I know what it truly means. It means safety. It means truth. I will not wait for a broken promise again. I will not let silence break me. I am Susan. I waited for a long time, but I finally moved on. I finally chose me. Larry never came back. But I did. I really did. I hope my story helps you too. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel and see the next story to learn even more.